Hey guys, I want to talk about these magazine holders. What I have here on the left is a Blackhawk single stack double magazine holder. It's meant for the single stack 9s and 40s. Over here is an Uncle Mike's, and this one is a double stack 9 holder. And what I want to talk about is the differences between the two, and compare and contrast, and give you a little mini review of the Blackhawk here. I already have a review of the Uncle Mike's. Price wise, these Uncle Mike's are like 18 to 20 bucks. Blackhawks are like 20 to 30 depending on where you get them. They're both available for single and double stack 9s, and what you have here is a double stack 9mm and a single stack 9mm. I haven't picked up a double stack 9 yet in the Blackhawk, but I just wanted to kind of show you. And oh yeah, big distraction here. Loaded with 10 rounds each. Apparently the federal court has disagreed with Andrew Cuomo, and we are now allowed to, at least legally, put 10 rounds back into our magazines. So big victory there and big update there. But I do digress. Only a slight price difference between the two of these, and very similar products. They're both made out of Kydex. They both have a tensioning screw in them, and they both are, kind of on the budget end of things for where it comes. But where the difference and where the major advantage the Blackhawk has over the Uncle Mike's is that the Blackhawk is contoured. It's slightly rounded to fit the shape of your body, whereas the Uncle Mike's are completely squared. So, number one, there's a lot less of an printing left on your clothing when you wear the Blackhawk. I know it's a smaller magazine and all, but still, it does fit tighter to your body and kind of tucks everything in a little bit nicer. Second advantage that the Blackhawk has is this adjustable belt system. You can actually take this off. You don't need to use it. It comes off just with a couple of Phillips head. Well, what there is a slot here that you can move up and down, and there's a catch on the inside of that, which I don't know if we can see a little bit, but there's a catch in there that will catch your belt and hold it into place. So you can adjust this for your belt size. So if you do have a smaller or a bigger belt, it will actually hold your belt very, very snug. And that's a big deal, because right now I have this set up for my belt, and this sits on my belt very secure. There's no up and down motion whatsoever. Now, on the other hand, the Uncle Mike's has nothing. The actual belt loop is contoured, which is nice because it does form well to your body, but there's nothing in there to stop a belt. So if you are using a let me get a belt end here to show you. So if you are putting a belt in there, you have all that motion. Whereas the Blackhawk goes in, and even though it can fit the bigger belts, you can see there's not that motion. That holder keeps it in place and keeps it very sturdy onto your belt. Plus, with this thing pushing against your body, which I didn't understand this at first, why this was kind of loose like that, but what happens is this pushes against your body a little bit, and it actually tightens it down onto the belt and helps keep it in place better. So wearing the Uncle Mike's, I took my Ruger out for hunting season and wore that as my my sidearm for all of hunting season, and it's comfortable enough. The Uncle Mike's fits good. It doesn't bite into you, but it does move around a little bit. You do get that side to side slop, from in between where your belt loops are, and there's a little up and down movement. So when you're getting in and out of the car, when you're getting in and out of your tree stand, it has a tendency to get caught on things, and it has a little bit of movement and can get caught and slide around a little bit. Plus it has these hard corners onto it that show really good, so when you're out there it looks like you have something big, square, and blocky under your shirt. Now, The Blackhawk has nice rounded corners. It doesn't show hardly at all. And it really snugs down very well under your belt. There's very little side-to-side motion because this kind of pins against the belt and gives a little friction lock. And then it also adjusts up and down so you're not getting any up and down motion. So for the extra couple of dollars, my opinion is the Blackhawk magazine holster is a lot better for the money. For $5-6, I definitely think you can't go wrong by spending the extra money. Sometimes the extra $6 that you spend on gear is wasted. In this case, I don't think so. It fits on the belt better. It's more secure. They tension equally. They both have a good amount of adjustable range for tensioning, and the magazines all retained very well. There's no issue with magazines coming out or coming loose. Even that one, a little rattle, but it's not coming out. They're both very comfortable. They both fit on the belt, and I didn't have any issues with them biting or digging into me at all. But that Blackhawk is just more stable and just works better, and it prints less. I'm going to eventually pick up a double stack one for my Smith & Wesson, the SD40 VE. I'm going to pick up a Blackhawk version, and then when I get that, I'm going to do a review on the whole shebang. I did actually buy an Uncle Mike's single stack that went along with this, but the single stack does not fit these LC9 mags very well at all. They're too loose, they go flopping out, so eventually I just got rid of it. I gave it to a friend, but they both have drain holes in the bottom in case you get wet. And I think that's about it, guys. That's all I can really say. I think these Blackhawk ones are a lot better. They're a little more expensive, but I'd rather spend the extra money and have something that's a little more secure on my belt, because the last thing you want is for something like this to get caught on your belt and twisted around and maybe have a magazine go flopping out at an inopportune time.